Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. This is your June abundance check-in tarot reading. And it's important to remember that abundance isn't just about money. We have abundance of time. We have an abundance of love. We have an abundance of friends. We have an abundance of food. There's all sorts of things we have an abundance of. And, we have an abundance of BS in our lives sometimes. So we're going to have a little peek at what's going on for June. Feel free to use this spread for yourself. We're going to pull 3 cards. Each card will answer a question. By all means, take notes, and you can do this yourself at home, and you can use any deck that you want. I'm using the Affirmators deck. It does come with affirmations. It's got the cutest little book. And the link to this deck is in my bio. So if you are interested in it, by all means, jump in. I'm just going to move my little flowers back a bit. I need to set up, to have a new little June summer setup here. I want to get some seashells, I think. What do you think? Maybe some seashells. And yes, we have a new candle on the table. My previous candle, it's done. So this candle was actually bought by my son. He got it for me. He went garage sailing the other day. He just got his license not long ago, so he's got a little bit more freedom to spend his time the way he wants, because he can get places on his own. So he went to a garage sale and picked up a candle, which I thought was very sweet. So we're going to give this deck, I did shuffle it a few times before I turned the camera on, but we'll give it a couple more shuffles. I'm a little bit congested today. I live in Ontario, and right next door to us is Manitoba, and they've got the most wicked wildfires right now. And I think Manitoba is actually under a state of emergency at the moment so that they can get extra help. State of emergency doesn't mean, oh, we lock you up. It just means that they have access to more resources and more help from different levels of government in order to fight these fires. But we've got so much smoke here. I was at an event last night, and we could actually see the smoke settling in over us. It was kind of, it was weird. So I'm a little stuffed up right now, just with the smoke. We've had this a couple years ago in Canada, in Ontario, actually. We had wildfires, and it was really bad. It was in the summer. Like, I think it was by August, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't take any more. I cannot take any more. Okay, we're not going to do reversals today because we just kind of get the gist of it. So the first question is, what abundance is already present in my life? You have a ton of experience in how to do things, how to live, how to move, how to experience the world. You have a ton of experience. If what you're doing right now is not working for you, or it doesn't feel right, or it feels like you're just in struggle mode all the time, if you're hustling and it's not working, stop. Go back to what you did before and try that again. And lean back on your experience of what worked. You already know now, you have the experience of what doesn't work right now at this time, because the thing is that something that doesn't work today might not work. It doesn't mean that it might not work in a year, right? So we are the sum of our experiences, but we also can lean back on our experiences and see what worked. And this could be about business. This could be about your life, like your home life. This could be about anything, really. This is actually a pretty wild and fantastic card. That even though it's wands, it does kind of cover a lot of stuff. And this is about our life, our passion for life. It's our actions, it's our spirit. Something's not working. And I get that sense for a lot of people that the world is changing so fast that a lot of us are actually struggling to keep up. So go back through things that you did before, ways of living. Wait, like for me, myself, I'm looking at, you know what, I need to start walking 90 minutes a day again. That's going to help me a lot. So something like that, where it's like, what was I doing before that was really effective that maybe I stopped doing because once the world kind of, I'm not even going to say went back to normal. The world did not go back to normal. But when we all were kind of like, everything opened up again. How about that? We'll start that. That a lot of things fell away because people didn't have the time anymore, didn't believe they had the time anymore, and people got busy again. And, you know, I look back on 2020 and 2021, and it was like the years of slow living. It was really, really nice. I didn't love the circumstances, but certainly that slow living was really good for a lot of people. So if you can bring some of that into your life, if you think that is what's going to help ease things, make things easier, smooth things, make things pick up speed, whatever it is that you're trying to do, return to that. Return to something that feels good and that worked for you. And that will probably shift the energy. Sometimes we just have to, you know, bang on a big gong to change the energy of things. And that could mean dropping some stuff and picking up some old stuff that you did before, returning to things. I feel like nostalgia is a big thing going on right now. A lot of people are feeling that, I think, because we just sort of want to return to an easier time. And you can do that. We can't return to that time, but you can return to an easier life. You know, you don't have to put all these pressures on yourself. You don't have to do it all. So the abundance of experience that you have is there to serve you. Tap into it. Tap into what worked. You know, look at what didn't work and see if you can tweak things. If that's the case, if you still feel really good about that. But definitely it's an abundance of experience for you to tap into. And we'll read the affirmation for that. Where's our 7 of Wands? The affirmation is, no one can ever take away the things that make me and my life brilliant. And if they try, I may cut them. Woo, spicy, spicy. So our next question is, where am I resisting the flow of abundance? The Knight of Cups. Isn't that an interesting one? So our knights are always about, like, just get on with it. Just get on, giddy up. They're on horses. Let's go. Giddy up. And I would say where you're resisting the flow of abundance is in holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back emotionally. Oh, you know what? My guides just said to me, there's somebody watching who doesn't believe that they're worthy of the abundance they're trying to call in. So they're in this like kind of like, I'm trying to call it in. I'm sitting there manifesting. I'm praying. I'm meditating. I'm doing all the things. I'm blowing the cinnamon. I'm carrying the gemstones, but it's not working. It's because you don't believe that you are worthy of it. And we can only achieve what deep down we believe we are actually worthy of. And we only achieve what we believe aligns with who we are in that moment. So if you don't see yourself as somebody who's worthy of an abundance of anything, in this case, I would say an abundance of love, then you won't receive it. So there's a worthiness element going on here. Isn't that interesting? So let's have a look at the affirmation. I feel like by the end of the day, I'm going to sound like a frog in heat just with all this smoke. Oh my gosh. Okay. I fall in love with falling in love, and love falling into it with every tiny miracle I stumble upon. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. But yes, you just have to, if you're worthy of the bird sitting at your window singing you a little song, then you must be worthy of all the bigger loves, all the bigger bits of magic that are waiting for you. So if you need help with that, if this is you and you're like, yeah, get in touch with me and we can do a tapping session together, which will probably really help you cement in that you are worthy. You are worthy of it. You're worthy of all of it. We all are. We're all worthy of all of it. It's that when we don't believe it deep down, if we don't believe it, then it doesn't come. And, you know, it's like people will say, well, I want to be a millionaire. And it's like, yeah, but do you believe you're a millionaire? Like, I don't mean, do you believe you're a millionaire right now, but do you have that millionaire mindset? Like, do you believe that you could live the life of a millionaire? That's usually what blocks people from their abundance. And we see that all the time in our day-to-day lives. There's people that no matter how hard they work, they never really get ahead. And it's probably because they don't actually identify as somebody who's like that level up. And so you have to embody that identity of who you want to be. You have to embody that identity. That requires some imagination, and our NPCs aren't very good at that. But I know that you have a fantastic imagination, and if you can imagine yourself driving the fancy car, you know, the dream love life, like whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you're trying to let flow into your life, you just need to embody the identity of the person who has that. It's actually pretty simple when we break it down. Pretty simple when we break it down. And what can I do to open up and receive more? Our Three of Wands. Did I read? Yes, I did. The Falling in Love card. Okay. The Three of Wands. What can I do to open up and receive more? You just have to get creative in what you're doing. I really feel like this card is connecting very much with this card. Like, get creative, explore things you've done, tweak things, add things, get moving. But they're telling me a walking meditation would really help somebody. That even if it's just circling your living room or walking up and down the hallway of your house, walk it out. You've got to do some physical movement to get that going. Almost like if you garden and say you're gardening and you're just so focused on the gardening that your mind is blank to anything else, that's where the magic's going to lie. So the physical action, the doing thing, is what's going to help you open up. Because I think that, you know, when you do stuff, you see what you're capable of, and you see the magic in the world, and you see the pure potentiality in the world, and that kind of allows so much more room for things to flow in. So there we have it. I'll pull up our Three of Wands affirmation. I claim my right to live an ideal, dreamy, straight from the Pinterest board life, and I do it with ease and class to boot. Oh, girl, claim that. Claim that just right now. If you're claiming that right now, say it in the comments. Let me know you were here so I can say hello and welcome you to my world. Don't forget to click like. Don't forget to click subscribe, because it really helps me grow the channel, and I am so close to the first level of monetization. I'm like literally, I don't know, maybe by this time next week, I might actually be there. That'd be really, really exciting. I would love to be there in the next 24 hours, but we'll set the goal for next week. And I'll definitely let you know the moment the little number ticks over and I get that little button lights up that I can apply for memberships and everything else. So I've got big plans for this channel. As soon as that happens, as soon as I'm able to, then we're going to start memberships, and then I can offer so much more to people who join up. And don't forget my Patreon. All my links are in my description of this video, including my tip jar. There's a freebie there for you. Don't forget to grab it. There's an ebook as well. There's all kinds of things in the description. All the links are there. So please check them out. And as ever, have a magical day.